With the brush pile, the bait that I like to put on there, the best is the Fat XSwim Minnow, and it is it's albino color, so it's really light. So with that being said, I like it to as I call it glow or shine better because it's a lot darker the deeper you get, so it's more shad lifelike or color like. So fishing the current, the number one key to making this bait work like it's supposed to is when I'm fishing current, it's all about boat position and using the right combination of the rod, the line, the reel, the half-ounce head, and the XSwim Fat Minnow. So when I pull up to a hydroelectric dam or just a tail race where it be like white water type stuff or shoals or anything like that, anything that's really current driven, I like to position my boat down from the object that I'm casting at and kind of paralleling it. So I make it where I can cast, far as I can throw it up there at an angle to let it drift down. And while doing that, I'm just clicking my handle and just keeping it tight. So when it sinks and hits the bottom, I start reeling very slowly and letting it bump the bottom. So when it gets to that rock, it deflects over that rock or object like it should, and that's when your reaction bite's going to start or happen. So definitely try that next time you fish current, and you'll be amazed. And you're going to catch all kinds of different fish. One of the most memorable days that I've had on a lake was on Lay Lake with my dad, and we probably caught over 200 fish. And with that being said, every one of them come on the half-ounce shaky fish. Now, we caught everything from catfish, drum, to bass, to stripe, hybrids, even caught some crappie that day. And we also weighed in 23 pounds of spotted bass. So it was a great day. The half ounce is also good for long points, whether you be fishing on like herring lakes or just traditional fall points that you would burn a spinnerbait on. So I really like this half ounce for that, because when I'm sitting back, I can really fire it up there and reel it pretty fast, but still keep it close to that bottom contact. But the long cast situation is really efficient because these fish these days are very pressured. So the further you can stay off of them, the better chance, or the better you are of getting a bite. Fishing current, you're going to fish a lot on the main river, and then also you're going to fish or in the middle of the main river, and then also you're going to have places that really show you where a current break is, whether it be behind a big eddy, or I would call them eddies, right behind a big boulder or a log, or let's say the mouth of a ditch. My favorite place to catch them definitely is the mouth of a ditch. Definitely can throw up there and kind of pinpoint where them fish are by using, today's age, you got forward-facing sonar, which I use Mega Live, and you can see where these fish are staging on that. But before that, for the people that don't have it, they're always, 90% of the time, the fish are always going to be on the upside, or right as soon as the current's coming down through there. If you're fishing the mouth of a ditch, they're always going to be on the upside point, just tucked in right inside. So, or especially the bigger fish are, because they're smart and they know that's where their first ambush point is going to be for the whole deal. Besides that, behind big boulders and stuff, the fish are going to position right behind it. I'm talking about just sitting there right behind it, and they liable to be, a lot of people think they're sitting, the rock's right here, and the fish is sitting right here behind it waiting to come up to get the fish. A lot of them fish will sit sideways, so they can ambush straight up or straight out instead of, being right behind that rock. They can't, they either got straight up or to the side. But with that being said, throwing that bait at that perfect angle, like I was talking about earlier, to hit that current break just right is very crucial. So for the half ounce, my setup is also just like the quarter ounce, and that's going to be the MMA 7.3 knockout series. And why I like that rod is because it has a lot of bend in it, a lot of flex, but a sturdy backbone.